Hey guys, this is very important. That satellite man said he was staring at me every day for over 8,000 days, claiming he was trying to label me with the identity of somebody else. Now, I have a metal plate on top of my head. It has my name on it and my mother and father's name on it, my birth parents, It has my birth information on there too. And it's able to be seen from a satellite. They can see that area. This satellite man is burning through my mouth, burning my teeth right now, and the time is 12:59 p.m. 1/25/2023. And this government man said he was burning me to label me with the identity that he was trying to call me, meaning like he was fucking up my teeth, like this other man's dental records, and this government man was trying to warp my face like this other person. We need that government man in court with the identification and a name of the person that he was trying to call me. I don't know what the name is of the person that they've tried to call me. They've tried to call me several different criminals or something, or several different violent people. I've never been a violent person. Do you know all the shit that these people have made up? I stay in a lot. I don't go out very much, go to work, go to the store, movies, television, very important. And these men have been stalking me for a long time. They're blocking me from having a girlfriend. They've been terrorizing my life. They've burned me on my job. They burned me at the bank. If I went to the ATM, they burned me. They burn me at the grocery store. They burn me at the gas station. They're on me all the time, trying to call me this other person. Now, it took over 40 years for those front teeth to grow the size that they grew, And this government man thinks it's funny because he thinks dentures he thought was more valuable than real teeth. Now, I've won some contests with having beautiful teeth, and all my teeth are real. They're still real right now, even though they're damaged. They're real teeth, man. This man has hit me in the face several times. These people have shot at me several times. These people have knocked me down several times. They've spied on me several times. Never once has anybody ever seen me take any dentures out of my mouth because I don't have dentures. You're aware of that, right? The activity of these government men. I don't even have any denture products in the house. Do you understand that? The x-rays of my teeth show the roots of the front teeth and all the other roots, and shows the information of my teeth. This man thought he would attack me and claim he was trying to verify my identity by fucking up and damaging and warping and bending me out of shape. Anybody's got a question about who I am, you go into a courtroom, or you go to a police station, or you go to a news network. These satellite controllers don't have a right claiming they were trying to identify me by mutilating me. The laws of Elliot Ness say those people have to get arrested no matter who they are. And obviously politicians have allowed these abuses, so there has to be court cases against which politicians are involved in the cover-up and the abuses that these people have done to me. The activity of this government man, it has to be researched to see if my mother, Doris Duke, had any court cases against this man, or anybody that he knew, or anybody he has ties with. See, a lot of people think this guy knows and knew who I am the whole time, and he and his people was trying to rape me. They were damaging my face and teeth, and they've been stealing my postal mail. Now, these people have been stealing my postal mail for a long time, and then they probably thought they became a different identity than what their people were, because they kept reading my name off the envelopes that they were stealing. You know that, right? So then eventually these people, they psyched themselves out or something. And they thought they became the name on the envelopes that they had been stealing, which had my name on it. So they're psychosomatic kind of people. Like they try to play this game of stealing from me, and then they tried to assume my identity. You know, that satellite man's still hitting me in the teeth. And you know, when I make coffee, this satellite man, if it's been there for like an hour or something, you know, if there's no warm coffee pot, you know, the satellite man tries to play sour tastes in the mouth, you know. You know, even Alexa says coffee's good for at least up to 4 hours in a coffee pot, you know, after it's brewed. You know, if you brew like a 8-cup pitcher or pot of coffee, you know, very important. But this satellite man is still playing sour taste in the mouth, and this man has done this to me every day for a long time when I've had coffee, when I've been making coffee. And it's nasty. And then they try to move the muscles in your tongue. They're trying to bend people's faces and jaw, like they're trying to play lockjaw shit, you know. And then they're trying to play laryngitis shit. And, you know, this man has tried to call my teeth fake. This man claimed that he had a right, in his opinion, to try to confuse my identity with one of his friends or one of his criminals. I'm the most documented person in this country. If somebody wants to know why, they can go into court. Don't ever ask me. The satellite man does not have a right questioning my identity with his fucking satellite. The motherfucker knows who I am. He knows who my biological parents are. Not that Greenfield document. And I'm not from the Ray family. But this man has damaged my teeth trying to slander my character. And then trying to call me crazy. When this man physically and sexually violently did this to me. And then he thought he'd have an opinion to try to fool people. Claiming he wasn't the one that hired all these other people that tried to murder me. Claimed he wasn't involved in the activity of the teeth mutilation, but they're burning my teeth from satellite. Just ask if the guy's a satellite controller. Now, the activity of this psycho man's a fag. He's a dirty fag, you know. I'm not gay. They even tried to communicate that this fucking satellite man claimed that he thought he was in a gay marriage with somebody. And then he was trying to accuse me of being in a gay marriage with him. I'm not gay. Not never. Not ever going to be married to a male gender. Not gay, government man. And you need to get arrested for every stupid fucking excuse your government agents have ever fucking made for staring at me. They try to call somebody suspicious. There's nothing suspicious about me. Then they'll say something stupid like, well, if there's nothing suspicious about you, why won't you let them mutilate your teeth and make you look like trash for the rest of your life after they damaged your real teeth? See, these people try to damage real teeth to try to make people get fake teeth. Because when somebody has fake teeth, the government claims that they thought they could ask them if they had real or fake teeth. That's why my teeth have to be real. I mean, there's a lot of other reasons, too. My teeth have to be real so nobody could ask me if I had fake teeth or not. My teeth have been real. And those pictures with the teeth looking beautiful, those are my real teeth that are documented. This man is so fucking incompetent, claiming that he's some agent of the government. And he keeps getting my identification wrong. And then he claims he thought he would burn on me. And in their satellite control room, I guess in their records, they call me somebody else. They call me some criminal's name or something. But then they're always looking at me, burning me. But then they claim that they're looking at this other person that has a criminal record. But then they're always burning me instead of, they're not even looking at that other person that they claimed was a criminal, meaning they tried to accuse me of being the criminal. There is absolutely no evidence to support any of their lies. And this government man trying to claim he didn't know who I am. What's it say on my license plate of my vehicle? It says son of Doris Duke and Walt Disney, doesn't it? When you run the plate. What's it say? In reference to the information. This house, what does it say? Who lives here? It says son of Doris Duke and Walt Disney, doesn't it? Even tells you my real last name's not Ray. That's the name they've been holding me hostage under. And they've been using fake identification to steal the postal mail that says Mark Ray on it, haven't they? Those people need to get arrested. There's a lot of bullshit that these people are trying to play in their woven web of confusion that they've created. But then they're always attacking me, claiming they didn't know who somebody is. They need to get those people in court and ask them all kinds of questions. Why did they damage my teeth? Somebody say, they tried to accuse me of being somebody from their drug rehabilitation program. They probably murdered this other person. I've never been involved in drugs, never been arrested, never been involved in any drug rehabilitation program, never been involved in drugs at all, never. But these people are trying to confuse me with somebody else. Maybe they murdered that other person that was in their drug and rehabilitation class or something. And then they were trying to murder me to cover up their person that they murdered. Like they were trying to murder me and they were trying to use my body as a dead person when they tried to murder me. Because they obviously did something to somebody, whoever these government people are. And then they tried to accuse me of being that person. So then they were needing a body, or they were needing a person to claim this other person's name that they were trying to label when they were trying to accuse me of being that other person. Now, my father was 9 feet tall plus, My mother was over 7 feet tall plus, My mother was over 7 feet tall back in the 80s. My father was over 9 feet tall back in the 60s. Something like that, right? Basic information of things. And these government people and their tricks, pretending like they didn't know who I am, means they're fucking liars. But anyways, the reason why they were trying to damage my teeth was because they were trying to murder me. Now look up, somebody might have a record of pathology records of this type of pattern. The teeth pattern that they had done to my teeth. In reference to a corpse that they probably have in their possession or in their morgue. They tried to accuse me of being that person, so they damaged my teeth to try to make me look like that person. These people have been damaging my teeth for over 22 years. But the first tooth they broke was over 5 years ago. But do you understand the pictures or the pattern of what they tried to create was the dental records of one of their people that they probably had murdered that was in their drug rehabilitation program. I've never done drugs, not going to do drugs, not involved in it, not interested in it at all. But these people damaged my teeth, and they were trying to murder me, and they were trying to put me in the place of this other person that their people probably had murdered. And then they'll say, oh, well, why were they trying to murder you? Then they'd have two bodies. No, those people probably cremated that other person as their way of covering up the evidence, is what their dirty government drug enforcement agents probably did, or their agents of the FBI or CIA. They probably cremated the person, and then they were trying to find another person to put in that person's place, as they tried to claim that that person had died from something other than their agents murdering that person. Who knows? But they're still violating, royal documents of protection. See, in reference to people that are confused about my identity, they wouldn't have no right being around me. And if you got government agents that are confusing my identity when the information is on record in databases of the American government, then those people are intentionally making up lies. They're intentionally trying to confuse my identity with somebody else that had a criminal record. To see, all my time is accounted for. They said they thought this other person, or they tried to accuse me of being this person that was in their drug rehabilitation program. Never been to one of those. I don't even know where those are at. Find out what time and date that person was in the last drug rehabilitation program location, and somebody can tell you exactly where I was at, and it wasn't at no drug rehabilitation program. See, every day of my life is documented by my mother and father's companies, meaning nothing's for sale, not never. With the information of locating the facts, the time and date that this government man or this person that was in their drug rehabilitation program, find out what the date was of when that person was in that drug rehabilitation program. Because this man is so psycho, he's already been told this before. That he's trying, they know he's trying to confuse my identity with some criminal. Well, I have a life to live. And you've caused me a lot of problems when you were trying to cover up your murders or your crimes, what you had done, government man. You were trying to steal my mother and father's estates, and you were trying to murder me. Your agents need to go to court for their crimes. These people are trying to murder me, trying to call me some criminal. Find out if those people stole the sperm, too. See if they're tied in with anybody that had stolen babies. They probably are involved, aren't they? Well, those people need to get prosecuted for their crimes.